The sun has gone down and the mercury going down as well. To be expected, I guess, here on an autumn night just outside of D.C. at FedEx Field. Tonight we wrap up the first 13 weeks of the season, and we got a good Monday nighter in store, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Washington Commanders. From the end zone comes Chris Claybrooks to return. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. They go play action with Hurts. He finds his man, complete. It's Bush. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
And as a quarterback, you're always pleased when you can use all the weapons at your disposal. Here he spots his fullback underneath, gets the completion right there for a nice pickup.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to A.J. Brown that time, and it's 3rd and 4. You talk about this Washington defense. Against the pass, they've had some issues, right? Number 23 in the NFL right now.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
And he's going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. He's going to get that to Swift underneath. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that will bring up second down.
I like it. I like it. I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it. It really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Hurts. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete. I tell you what, CD, this Washington defense, very strong in the victory last week.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Now Hurts changing up the play. They'll look to throw again. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 44-yard line. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be second down.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
They give this one to their receiver, Watkins, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they've really moved the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped him. Knocked that down for a win in the defense's column.
They'll run for the first time with DeAndre Swift. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That good for 19 and a first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's kind of like clockwork right now for them.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
They work now on 2nd and 9. Throwing is Hurts. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Here's Hurts to throw. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. Well, only their first drive, Charles, but they talked to us about needing to convert on third down, in particular not letting third and short opportunities slip through their fingers. Well, they were successful right there.
It also tells you that they're successful on first and second.
Open man, he's got him. That's Smith for the Philadelphia touchdown. Devontae Smith with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Eagles put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Elliott good with a PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. Howell and the Commanders come up now, 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Now a first carry for their fullback. Calling no gain on the play. And you look at this Eagle defense. This unit, they're hoping to improve against the pass because right now, Charles, number 27 in the NFL.
And those are the kind of plays that this unit needs to make because they know that going against a team of this magnitude and the way that they're playing, they cannot afford to let them get on a roll early. Chip away at their timing.
2nd down, Howell back to pass. His throw incomplete. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Howell from the gun. He's got his target. That's complete. Down the right sideline. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there. 72 yards. And the Commanders are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. But Charles, here in their opening series, they said they had certain plays scripted for certain players. That looked like a well-designed play to get one of their top targets involved.
Yeah, let's face it, Brandon. A player of his talent is a problem for any opponent to defend, and we saw it right there. They tried to deny an open lane to him. He still outplayed the coverage and scored the early touchdown. Good luck trying to figure out how to defend him as this game moves on.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Over the middle, complete. That's Bush. And they got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Hold on a second. Was that the fullback? That was the fullback. Who says it? The slot receivers are the only guys who can catch the football and get big yardage after the catch. Really nice job there, showing good hands and an ability to get upfield.
These two teams all tied after one.
With the score tied 7-7.
Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Play action. Here's Hurts. That one complete down the field to Smith. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That's good for 28 yards.
My goodness, they've come out locked in on this drive. Play calling, execution, they are fully in sync. 3 straight passes, 3 first downs. They're moving the ball downfield almost at will. This defense really struggling to find answers.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Tackle made by Chase Young. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Hurts. And this is going to be incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
The kick by Elliott is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And, of course, this a critical game in regards to not just the division race, but playoff seeding as well. They are a game up, but a loss here can really muddy the waters.
And both of these teams want to clear things up about how they feel about each other and their standing in the league. Because these two teams, they've really been the cream of the crop in their division. So this game, it's been looming on both of their schedules.
With a play fake, and now here's how to throw it. A deep ball for Ellington. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Washington. A big play there. With touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And the Commanders are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And that makes it 14-10. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. Claybrook's going to bring this one out. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, That's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf, dude. That's bottom shelf material.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
They're going on fourth down with Hurts. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. And that last throw, CD, going to move him even further up that all-time passing leaderboard as he just moved beyond Broadway Joe Namath at 27,663 yards.
And that's impressive because Joe Namath, my goodness, he could throw a football. I mean, it was just gorgeous the way he threw it. Rallied his Jets to a Super Bowl win, one of the greatest upsets in NFL history. Broadway Joe, the man.
At the 41-yard line.
Second down. Here's Hurts. Wide open is Watkins. He's got it. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 35. That one goes for 24 yards.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
They will run straight ahead with Swift. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Here's a throw dropped off to his fullback, and he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. They'll try and run here with Swift. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. First down, and they go with Swift again. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 42 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Here's Swift. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. DeAndre Swift, his 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now 17-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So a big penalty there on the face mask leads to 1st and 10. Here's Howell. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kelvin Joseph. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
They run out of the gun with Swift. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back over to the line of scrimmage. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Here's Jake Elliott. Career long, by the way, for him, 61 yards. This from 54 yards away. The kick by Elliott is good. And that will do it for this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the 3rd quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the 3rd quarter.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Dotson in motion right. He'll get it here on the jet sweep. And he'll take this all the way down to the 15-yard line. A huge play there for Washington. 40 yards on the ground. Well, for a play that didn't look like much at the snap, that jet sweep turned into a big play in a hurry.
And how about how they rammed the play? Because they obviously caught the defense out of position and not expecting that one, and that turned into a nice chunk of yardage. But how about the execution on the handoff? Most of the times we see on the jet sweep, they punch it forward so that if it falls to the ground, it's just an incomplete pass. Here, you've got to execute it well, otherwise it's a fumble.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. And that's complete. It's Ellington. It'll be a gain of 5. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. And before they can run this 3rd down play, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Howell throwing on 3rd down here. Touchdown, Washington. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Commanders are an extra point away now from moving out in front. A nice connection there, finding his target, and that'll put 6 up on the board.
Just like they drew it up in their playbook and reiterated it on the sidelines, right? Perfect route, a good throw, and the defense, they had no answer for that right there.
Extra point right down the middle, and that will put them on top here in the 3rd. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Claybrooks going to bring this one out. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, 1-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. Burt sets up to throw it. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7. At the
2nd down, here's Jalen Hurts. Now he'll get this into the hands of Swift once again. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd down, here comes Swift. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They're going to try and throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Still on his feet. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown, 54 yards. And the Eagles have retaken a 3rd quarter lead. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
They'll try to run with Swift. And he will find the end zone here, and the lead moves up to 7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Then confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. 3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Now Howell. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Bates. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 30 big ones. And Charles, of interest here, that last throw is going to put him over 20,000 yards passing for his career. And that's not a bad number.
You're exactly right about that. And even though it's nowhere near the top of the leaderboard, because when you think about it, Brady and Breeze, they've done.
This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown. A great effort there. 52 yards. And the Commanders have a chance to tie the ball game here in the final minute of the third. The extra point up and good. And we are all tied at 28. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. Clay Brooks going to bring this one out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
As expected, he's gone to him several times in this game, but that's the first time one has slipped from his grasp. I bet he goes back to him, though. He's an excellent player.
To throw again on 2nd down. Hurts. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker, and he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
The Commanders pick over 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down. Irving. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Commanders. His 7th rushing touchdown on the year, number 8 overall. And the Commanders have moved out in front here in the final minute of the third quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. The no run back here, fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They go play action with Hurts. And That's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes where people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Second and 10. They'll look to throw here. He finds his man, complete. It's Cox. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15.
Like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's first and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. Touchdown, Eagles! Quez Watkins, 50 yards. And the Eagles are an extra point away from tying this game here in the fourth. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this fourth quarter.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
What a way to wrap up the week in the NFL. All tied on this Monday night as the kick is away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the fourth quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. He got 29 yards that time.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
On first down, Irving. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
I really like what he did there because he took his practice work and converted it to game action because he used his hands, got off the block, worked laterally and stayed to the outside, and finished off the runner for a loss.
Powell's throw complete to Dotson. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. So 8 yards on the completion there. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Caught. It's Ellington. And oh, he's just going to be short here. Barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. The Commanders going to use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. Tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. And this is going to be intercepted. Down to the 10, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. So they go on 4th down not only to do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
It's probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And can they regroup? That's the question. The pick six hurt, no doubt, but this is still a one-score game here in the fourth. The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Howell going to audible to something else. Here we go on 2nd and 12. He finds his man, complete. That's Bates. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And Howell will throw it. A deep ball for Ellington. That is incomplete.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get them the completion.
Now a 2nd and 10. Howell, he'll look to throw it. Out left to Dotson. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Howell looking to throw again. He's got his target. That's complete. Touchdown, Washington. Jahan Dotson, 59 yards. And the Commanders are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. What a way to wrap up the week in the NFL. All tied on this Monday night as the kick is away. Clay Brooks going to bring this one out. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Second and 6 coming up. Throwing is Hurts. Finding Watkins. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. What do you think? Play this safe, just worry about getting to OT?
Yeah, don't make any risky throws. It's going to change the outcome. If anyone slips, take the big shot.
What a way to wrap up the week. Now a big play. It's third down. Here's Hurts to throw. That is caught. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line.
And this is obviously a spot where you lean on your stars. Get the ball to them in open space and let them do what they do.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's first and 10 now. Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. Going across the middle, and Goddard's got it. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
Here's first and 10. Now a give right side Swift. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line.
All right, my man, this is now where it's risk-reward. Because on defense, you've got to crowd the line of scrimmage. You've got to get into all the gaps, get up tight on everyone, and try and force the field goal attempt here. You can't let them break one big, but you know something, you crowd the line of scrimmage. They do point, it's going to go.
Looks like they're taking to the house, making magnitude of this possible upcoming field goal. Every yard counts. Now they get the timeout. It leaves you to wonder, will they kick it here or risk running another play and possibly not getting down in time? We'll see. Right now, everything resting on the right foot of Jake Elliott. This to put it into a wild Monday night. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. And I tell you, when it comes to needing a field goal in closing seconds, pressure situation, there's something to be said for having a veteran kicker trot out there.
Agreed. It's so nice to have someone you can rely on, someone who you know has done it before. And this guy's as cool as they come, isn't he?
Well, this one, partner, was fun down to the very end. They got the points late, right before the whistle. Then the ensuing kickoff. They were hoping for magic on the other side, but couldn't get that spark.
Fun if you won, and fun for us, because we got to watch it and call it. That magic that you were talking about didn't occur at the end, but what a game all the way through.
So for the Eagles, they continue to make their case for the playoffs as they move to 9-3, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Washington, it's a loss that could wind up costing them a first-round bye as they dip to 9-3. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew.